Okay, guys and girls, this is one of the days that we've been waiting for. It's a great day that we like, but it's a day that we dread also because we're going to turn the babies loose. And that's the reason we raise them, is to turn them loose, let them live in the wild on the ranch in the first place. But the bad thing is these babies have not been out in the wild, and they're susceptible to get caught by predators. And I may come up here some after dark and hang around with my thermal scope, and if something comes around, I'll get it. But right now we're going to turn some babies loose. We'll let y'all watch. Okay, Apache came down and wrangled all of them into one side over here, so they're all in this one big side. We've had this side empty, and I'm going to go around here and we're just going to let them out. They're going to be reluctant to leave, and of course they will stay around the pen because their mamas are in here. Even though they're not nursing, they're eating full food now. Many of them will come around the house. A lot of them will take off and run in other directions. We've seen deer all over that we've let go over the last 2 or 3 years. And we've lost a few of these. One baby right there. I'll zoom in on that baby there. And that's a beautiful, beautiful baby. That's a beautiful buck right there. Look at the size of him. He is good size. He may come around and join him in the brotherhood. You just don't know really what's going to happen. But we're probably going to leave this. We're probably going to leave this one blank for a while. And you can see a big bunch of babies back here. A big bunch of babies. We're just going to let them go. I'm going to stay down here, and hopefully they'll just follow that fence line right down. Look how healthy and big and beautiful those things are. They're just absolutely gorgeous, eating that South Fresh deer food, and just absolutely gorgeous. And they're going to be running free on the ranch. And I'm kind of hoping that we can actually get 1 or 2 of these babies to go up there. I'm focusing on the wire right now. I don't want to do that. Hopefully get 1 or 2 of these babies to they just want to go back there and stay where they are. The pen is their security blanket. They've been in here and they feel very, very safe. And they hear me and see me talking over here, so that's an open gate right there. That's an open gate. They just don't really necessarily want to run through it, but they will. You can see now they're all going back down there. Once a few of them start going through that gate and get over on this side, it's pretty hot out here today, and we don't really want to run them too much. We want to move them kind of easy. They're already, now they've got the lake, they'll have to start feeding in the lake. Getting water in the lake. Some of them will come up and feed it to feed her around the house. They're going to have a lot of wild stuff to eat out there too that they never had. They will learn to get her by in the wild real well. And we're hoping that they just run down that fence line and run out that gate. And we'll notice if they're like it has been when we let deer loose. And we're hoping we can get 1 or 2 or 3 of these to go in the pen up there, that we can actually move in with the 2 white boys and 2 albinos. And maybe also, you see they got an open gate, yet they're running back toward me. That one is wanting to run back toward me. But hopefully, we're going to just let them go, and we're not going to run them. Now we got them over here where we want them. We're going to shut that gate, and they're on this side here, and we're going to just let them move around a little bit. Now, I'm not going to leave until they're all out. And the reason we're not going to leave until they're all out is if a coyote was to get into this pen with them, it would just be really terrible. And a coyote could come in the pen with them even in the daytime. That's why we have the coyote wire around the bottom to keep coyotes from digging in. Obviously, take a picture of a deer, you're going to get a picture of a deer pen. That's just part of the deal. All right, let's just let them relax here and see if they get over and start working out. Well, about 10 minutes have gone by, and finally 1 or 2, some of them are walking back over here toward me. Finally 1 or 2 of them are going over toward that gate. Now, if you'll notice, they'll probably stop and graze a little bit right there. And now there's some of them going out, and they probably will turn to the left. Some of them may turn to the right, but probably will turn to the left because of, here's some more going down here. Little girl right there wants to get to water, but now they'll find water real quickly because the lake is right here. But it's warm, and several of them have gone out now. Looks like they're all going to turn to the left. And now that little girl's going to go with them. There's some more going out all the time. You notice they stop even though there's not a gate there. They just programmed how big this pen is. But and they'll hang around the pen for quite a while, for several days. But they're going to start moving around. Some of them will get with some of the deer down around the house. Obviously the deer around the house is only a quarter mile away. So many of those deer come up here around the pens every day, but they're just about all gone out of there now. You can see, I'll just zoom in there on them and see how beautiful they are. It looks like all of them are going to the right. I mean to the left, excuse me. That's your other right. And they're stopping to eat some of the grass that they've not been able to get in here. So they're going to enjoy this day out. We're letting them out right here early in the day. So they'll have all day to be out before they can acclimate a little bit before they have to face one night. This first night is a dangerous one for them, but most of them will be just fine. Okay, you can take a quick look here and tell that they're already beginning to acclimate. To the outside, and enjoying it out there, walking off up through the trees. Come over here, there's a couple more going in that direction. They're beginning to split up a little bit. They will not all stay together, but they're enjoying getting out in the wild, and they're gonna have to learn how to be wild and how to protect themselves very, very quickly. But the majority of them will. The majority of them will be fine. And like I said, now some of these will come around the house, and we're hoping when they do that we might be able to get one or two of the girls in there with those baby white bucks and keep them together and see what happens. Just see what happens. If they have piebald babies, we will take those babies away from them, raise them on milk, because these deer, many of these does will be bred in the wild out here, and but for the most part, they only have about 20 or 30% of their babies that they're able to raise, because although they're beautiful deer, they're still babies themselves. Okay, guys and girls, that'll wrap up this little deal. We just thought we'd shoot a short little deal and show you what it looks like when we turn them loose. And as you can see, they really don't want to leave. They don't want to get out of here, but they did. You can see some of them off down that way, a little handful of them. Some of them going around the corner. Some of them going up through the woods that way. Some of them that way. They'll separate out. They will stay, some of them together, though. I mean, deer are family oriented. They're friendly. They want to be with other deer, and very seldom will they stay by themselves. Some of these little bucks are going to have the urge to rut just because they're little bucks, and in doing that, they'll separate out a lot, but they're going to stay together. And a few of them will probably be coming down around the house. Most of them will run out in the woods. We won't see them much anymore, but that's the deal. Turning them loose, that's exactly what we spend all of this time and money. We got an awful lot of money in each one of those baby deer that's going out, but they're great genetics from Adam Hagelin, the Hagelin Ranch up in Iowa, who produces the largest white-tailed deer in the entire United States. They're just absolutely fantastic. He's very, very select with his does. They do sell bucks to hunting ranches all around, and they just go some giants. And Whitey, of course, was one of his deer that come from a bred doe, born right here in the pen, and this is his third set of antlers, and he's just huge, and he's got 18 does left in there with him to have fun this winter if we can keep him alive, to keep that blue tongue out. It got down to freezing. We hope the blue tongue stays away. So far, so good, but now we're up around 80 degrees, might even be 90 degrees tomorrow, so it's just amazingly hot fall. Winter just won't get here. Probably when it does, it's going to freeze our fannies off. Guys and girls, have you a great one out there. Remember, I sure do love you.